Hi, this is Teacher Jay and welcome to Minds Tutorial. So our lesson for today is solving linear equation in one variable. So how are we going to solve linear equations with only one variable? Okay, let's have a first example here. We have 2x is equal to 3x minus 5. Always remember that our goal here is to find x. That x there is the variable. So, hahanapin natin yung value ng x to solve the equation. Okay? So, of course, in our first example, we have there 2x is equal to 3x minus 5. So, there are different strategies that we are going to use here. Depende kung ano yung problem natin or ano yung equation. Okay? So, sa first, meron tayo ditong 2x in the left side and 3x in the right side. Always remember that we have to combine the same terms. Okay? So, ano yung gagawin natin dito so that makombine natin yung the same terms. So, but before that, let's define ano ba yung the same terms. Okay? Pag sinabi natin the same terms, they have the same variable and the same exponent. Okay? So, kung makikita natin dito, yung 2x and 3x are two the same terms. Why? Because they have the same variable and has an exponent of 1. Right? So, of course, we have to transpose, we have to move one of them from one side to the other. Okay? So, yung i-move natin dito is this one, yung 3x. Okay? We have to move that 3x to the other side. Here. Okay? So, there. So, yung gagawin natin dito is just copy 2x. Okay? And then, we have to move 3x to that side. So, that become negative 3x. Bakit naging negative 3x yan? Always remember that if you move one term from one side to the other, kapag ililipat natin yung term from one side to the other, magbabago yung sign niya. Instead of negative, magiging positive. At instead of positive, magiging negative. So, since yung 3x natin dito is positive, so kapag ita-transpose natin yan, if we move that 3x to the other side, magiging negative 3x yan. So, yung magiging equation natin dito is 2x minus 3x. Then, equals negative 5. Okay, so negative 5 na lang yung natitira dito in the right side. So, now we have to combine 2x and minus 3x. So, 2x minus 3x, of course, in the rule of integers, right? So, we're gonna subtract 2 minus 3. That is negative 1, right? So, this is negative 1x or negative x is equal to negative 5. Alright. So, but we are not yet done here. Our goal here is to find the value of x. But our x here has a sign which is negative. Kailangan mawawala yung negative na yan. How are we going to remove that? By just dividing it by negative 1 both sides. So, negative 1. If we divide negative x and negative 1, that becomes x is equal to negative 5 divided by negative 1 is 5. So, x is equal to 5. Alright, let us check if our answer is correct. If 5 is really the solution. How are we going to check that? Of course, we have to substitute the x there by its value, which is 5. So that is 2x. So instead of writing 2x, that is 2 times 5 is equal to 3 times 5 minus 5. Alright, and then 2 times 5, that is 10, is equal to 3 times 5, that is 15, then minus 5, so that is 10 is equal to 15 minus 5, that is 10. So that means our answer here, which is 5, is correct because we have 10 is equal to 10. make sure that both sides are equal in checking if your answer is correct. Okay, so this is how you are going to find the value of x, or how to solve linear equation that involves only one variable. And do not forget to do the checking for us to sure that the answer there is correct. Okay, so that is for number 1. Okay, so now let's proceed to the second example here. We have 4x minus 10 is equal to 2x plus 10. So yung gagawin natin dito for the second example is the same lang din sa first na example natin. Okay? So we have to transpose terms. We have to put the same terms in one side. Okay? So as you can see here, meron tayo ditong 4x. Meron din tayo ditong 2x. So 4x and 2x are two the same terms. While this negative 10 and 6 are two the same terms also. But the problem is, yung isa is in the other side while the other is in the other side, diba? But yung problem natin dito, that one term is in the other side. So, of course, ang gagawin natin dito is we have to move one of them from one side to the other. Okay? So, yung itatranspose ko dito is yung 2x. Ililipat ko siya dito. Yung negative 10, ililipat ko naman siya dito. Okay? So, kukopyahin mo lang yung 4x. Din yung 2x, magiging minus 2x yan. Right? Kasi inilipat natin yung 2x to the other side. And remember, yung sign niya is magbabago. Okay? So, instead of positive, magiging negative. And then equals. Just copy 6 there. And we have there negative 10. So, if you transpose that to the other side, that becomes plus 10. Alright? And now for x minus 2x, that is 2x is equal to 6 plus 10, that is 16. And then, of course, we have to find the value of x. To isolate the x, we have to divide it by 2 on both sides. 2. And 2 divided by 2, that is 1. So that is 1x, or x is equal to 16 divided by 2 is 8. So the value of x here is 8. Now let us check if 8 is really the correct answer. Okay, so now we have here 4 times we have the 4x. So instead of writing 4x, we substitute x by 8. So that is 4 times 8 minus 10 is equal to 2 times 8 again, and plus 6. Alright, so 4 times 8, that is 32. Minus 10 is equal to 2 times 8, that is 16, plus 6. Okay, so 32 minus 10, that is 22, and 16 plus 6, that is 22. Sorry, it's 22. So 16 plus 6, that is 22. So 22 is equal to 22. So meaning number 8, or x, which is equal to 8, is the solution of our equation. Okay, so that is how you are going to find the value of x in our equation. Okay, so let's proceed to our third example. We have 5x minus 3 times 4x minus 3 is equal to 2 times 4 minus 5x plus 10. So it is quite long. So of course we have that parenthesis there, right? So we have to remove that parenthesis using the distributive property of equality. Okay? So, bago natin itatranspose, bago natin i-combine yung the same terms, kailangan muna natin i-remove yung parenthesis dyan gamit yung distributive property of inequality. Okay? So, yung gagawin natin dito, kukopyahin lang natin yung 5x. At of course, meron tayong minus 3 dito, which is negative 3, which is outside the parentheses. Yung gagawin natin dyan is we have to distribute that negative 3 to the terms inside the parentheses. So, unahin natin yung negative 3 times 4x. So, negative 3 times 4, that is negative 12x. And negative 3 times negative 3, that is a positive 9, is equal to We also have here parentheses. So let's use the distributive property of equality. So 2 times 4, that is 8, minus 2 times negative 5, that is negative 10x. Okay? And then copy plus 10. Alright? So makikita mo, wala nang ano dito, wala nang parentheses. So ibig sabihin, pwede na nating i-combine yung the same terms gamit yung addition property of inequality, or just simply transpose or move the other terms from one side to the other para makukumbine natin yung the same terms, okay? So, but bago yan, of course, pwede din natin tong i-combine muna, yung 5x minus 12x. Bakit? Dahil yung 5x at saka negative 12x are two the same terms, alright? So, 2x minus 12x, that is 7x, or negative 7x. Bakit negative 7? Because yung 12 dito is bigger than 5, right? And it has negative sign. So, that's negative 7x. Then plus, okay, so plus 9. And that is equal to 8. And negative 10x plus 10. Alright, so now, if you can see here, meron tayong negative 7x dito, meron din tayong negative 10x dito, diba, in the other side. So, of course, we have to transpose this negative 10 to the other side, so that becomes a negative 7x, then plus 10x. And, of course, we have that positive 9 there. We have to transpose that to the other side, so that becomes equal to, just copy 8 and 10 plus 10, transpose that becomes negative 9. Alright? So, kung makikita mo dito, yung the same terms ay nasa isang side, right? Yung negative 7x plus 10x. Tapos, yung 8, 10, and negative 9 dito is nandito din sa right side. Okay? Yung purpose natin dito is to combine them. Okay? So, negative 7x plus 10x, that is 3x, is equal to 8 plus 10, that is 18, minus 9. So, that is 3x is equal to 18 minus 9, that is 9. Of course, we have to divide it by 3, so that yung matitira na lang dito is yung x. And of course, you have to divide it by 3 also in the other side. So, matitira na lang dito is si x is equal to 9 divided by 3 is 3. Right? So, now let us check if our solution is correct. So, by substituting the value of x there. So, we have that 5x. So, instead of putting x there, substitute it by the value of 3 minus 3 times 4 times 3 minus 3. Okay, wala na tayong space. So, let's have here 2 times 4 minus 5 times 3 plus 10. Alright? So, uunahin natin yung 5. Ito yung nasa una. So, 5 times 3, that is 15 minus 3. And of course, we have to combine all the numbers there inside the parentheses. So, 4 times 3, that is 12. And 12 minus 3, that is 9. Right? And 15 minus 3 times 9, that is 27. Okay, so if we're gonna subtract that, so we have that 15 minus 27, that is negative 12. Alright? So, now let us check if the other expression here is also equal to negative 12. So, we have that, just copy 2 first. You have to combine all the terms inside the parentheses. So, we have that 4 minus 5 times 3, that is 15, plus 10, and then 2, then 4 minus 15, that is negative 11, plus 10, is equal to 2 times 11, 2 times negative 11 is negative 22 plus 10 is equal to negative 12. So we have that the same answer. So that means x is equal to 3 is the solution. Alright, let's proceed to the fourth example. We have here 3/5 x plus 2 is equal to 2/3 x, right? So kung makikita mo dito, meron tayong fractions involved. Okay? So yung mga coefficient natin dito are in fraction form, right? So ano ba yung gagawin natin dito? First, as I said, we have to combine the same terms. Kailangan ilalagay natin yung the same terms in one side. Kung makikita mo dito, meron tayong 3/5x and sa kabila meron tayong 2/3 x. So we have to transpose it first to the other side. So that becomes 3/5 x. We have that positive 2/3, right? So that becomes minus 2/3 x. And of course, we also have to transpose this to the other side. That becomes negative 2. Alright? So, kung makikita natin dito, yung dalawang terms na the same are in the same side. So, ngayon, we have to combine them. Paano yan? So, we have that 3/5 and dito naman is the 2/3. So, remember, if we recall our knowledge in addition and subtraction of fractions, diba, hindi natin masasubtract automatically, hindi natin ma-add automatically if the fractions are dissimilar or they have different denominators. So, yung dito, meron tayong 5 na denominator. The second fraction, meron tayong 3 in the denominator. So, of course, we have to find the LCD. Okay, how to find the LCD? Of course, kailangan natin hanapin yung least common multiple ng denominators. So, you have there 5 and 3. So, yung LCD niya is 15. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin dito, we have to make 2 fraction bars. So, since that's minus, we have to put minus there. And another fraction bar on the other side. And we have to put 15 there. And 15 there also. Alright? Siguro meron kang tanong, paano ba yung kinukuha yung 15? Okay? If we recall our basic knowledge about the LCM, di ba? We have that 5. And we also have that 3 there. Right? So yung gagawin natin, we can do the listing method. Anyway, there are many ways to find the LCD or the LCM of the denominators. Okay? Una is the listing method. Ito yung pinaka-basic at pinaka-madaling gawin. You will just simply write the possible multiples of the numbers. So we have that 5. So what are the multiples of 5? We have 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on. In number 3 also, we have that 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. Okay? Ano ba yung gagawin natin dito? Hahanapin natin yung common multiples or yung least common multiple. Ano ba yung least common multiple? Ito yung pinakamaliit na multiples ng 2 or more numbers. Okay? Or if we gonna use the listing method, kung ano yung pinakaunang multiple na common sa dalawa, yun ang magiging LCD natin. So, kung makikita natin dito, we have that 15 and 15. So, that's why our LCD here is 15. At meron din tayong shortcut. If the two denominators are prime, pag sinabi natin prime, we only have 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. Remember that 5 is a prime number and 3 is the prime number also. So instead of using the listing method, because it will take time, right? So you will just simply multiply 5 times 3, that is 15, right? Or if you can visualize of the LCD, so no need for you to do this one. Okay, by just looking into the denominators or by just looking into the numbers, if you can think of the possible LCD of the number, so no need for you to do the listing method, no need for you to use the prime factorization. So there are many ways to find the LCD or LCM. There meron din tayong ladder method. Okay, so there are many ways. So here we have that 15. So of course, we have to change the 3 over 5 and 2 over 3 into similar fractions. Okay, so paano ba natin yan? Of course, we have to find the value in our numerator there. So, hindi natin isusulat, ikukopyahin yung nasa numerator na 3 at 2. Hindi yan. Because that's wrong. Ano ba yung gagawin natin dito? If you already found the LCD, ito yung gagawin mo. Ikukopyahin ko lang siya dito ha, para mas maintindihan. We have the 3 over 5 and the other one is 2 over 3. So, gagawa tayo ng fraction bars dyan, dalawa. So, we have to put 15 here in the denominators. And of course, in changing the similar fractions into similar fractions, this is what you are going to do. You have to divide the LCD by the original denominator. We have that 15 divided by 5. That is 3, right? Okay, 3, and multiply that to the numerator. 3 times 3, that is 9. Alright? And you also do the same in the second fraction. We have here 15 divided by 3, that is 5. And times 2, that is 10. Okay? So this 3 over 5 becomes 9 over 15. And this 2 over 3 becomes 10 over 15. But do not forget to write x there. Okay? That is equal to negative 2. Alright? Now, let us subtract. So, pwede na nating masubtract yung dalawang terms dito because they have the same denominators. So, 9 minus 10, that is negative 1. So, that is negative 1 over, just copy the common denominator, which is 15. So, that is negative 1 over 15x is equal to negative 2. Alright. If you can see here, yung coefficient natin is in a fraction form. Kapag yung coefficient is in fraction form, ang gagawin mo is hahanapin mo yung reciprocal ng coefficient. Pag sinabi nating reciprocal, babaliktarin mo lang yung numerator at saka denominator. Di ba yung numerator dito is 1 at saka yung denominator is 15? Babaliktarin mo lang siya. So, if that is negative 1 over 15, so that becomes negative 15 over 1. So, this is the reciprocal. So, ano ba yung gagawin natin sa reciprocal? We have to multiply the whole expression by its reciprocal, which is negative 15 over 1. Okay? Para mawawala yung negative 1 over 15 at yung matira na lang is x. And then multiply that. Unahin natin dito. So, that is negative 1 times negative 15. That is positive 15. 15 times 1, that is 15. Just copy x is equal to negative 2 times negative 15, that is 30 over 1. And that 15 divided by 15 is 1. So, yung matitira dito is x na. Is equal to 30 divided by 1 is 30. So, x there is 30. Alright? Okay, so we have to find if x there, which is 30, is the solution of our equation. So, yung original equation natin is 3 over 5x plus 2 is equal to 2/3 x. And of course, we have to substitute x by its value. So, that is 3 over 5 times 30 plus 2 is equal to 2/3 times 30. So, let's multiply 3 times 30. Or you can do the cancellation first before you multiply the numerator by this number. Remember that 5 and 30 can be cancelled by dividing them with their GCF, right? So, the GCF of 5 and 30 is 5. So, 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 30 divided by 5 is 6, right? So, if you multiply that, that is 3 times 6, that is 18 over 1 plus 2 is equal to, remember that we can do cancellation also for 3 and 30. So, this become 1 and 30 divided by 3 is 10. So, multiply that, 2 times 10, that is 20 over 1. But remember that 18 over 1 can be 18, right? And the 20 over 1 can be 20. Alright? So 18 plus 2, that is 20, and that is equal to 20. So x, which is equal to 30, is the solution of our equation. Alright? So now let's proceed to our last example. We have that 3x plus 2 over 5x plus 4 is equal to 3/4. Okay? Yeah, if you can see here, kung makikita mo dito, meron tayong fractions dito, diba? Fractions. So 3x plus 2 over 5x plus 2. Isa lang yung fractions na yan. Okay, so we have that binomials, right? Kasi dito, makikita nyo dito sa numerator, mayroon tayong dalawang terms. Dito din sa denominators, mayroon tayong dalawang terms. So that is the quotient of binomials, right? So is equal to 3/4. So yung gagawin natin dito is we have to do the cross multiplication. Okay? So we cross multiply this and we also have to cross multiply that. So of course, uunahin muna natin yung 3x plus 2 times 4. So that becomes 3x plus 2 times 4 is equal to 5x. Cross multiply 5x plus 4 times 3. Alright? So nawawala na yung fraction. So yung next na gagawin natin dito is what property are we going to use? The distributive property. Kasi meron tayong parenthesis dito. So we have to multiply that 4 times 3x, that is 12x. And 4 times 2, that is 8. So that is positive 8. Is equal to 5 times 3, that is 15x plus 3 times 4, that is 12. Now let's transpose this to the other side. So that becomes 12x minus 15x is equal to 12. Transpose 8 to the other side, that becomes minus 8. Alright, and of course we have to combine them, or yeah, the same terms. So 12x minus 15x, that is 3 or negative 3x is equal to 12 minus 8 is 4. Okay, so we have to divide it by negative 3, both sides, negative 3, to isolate the x. So negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. So what remains here is x is equal to, we have that negative 4 over 3. That is our solution. Or you can also simplify this because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So we can divide it. So that is 4 divided by 3. So that is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. So we have to subtract that. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Remember that we have a remainder of 1. So we have to make that remainder a numerator. So that is 1 over, copy the denominator, which is 3. So that is negative 1 and 1/3. So negative 4 over 3 is equal to negative 1 and 1/3. So that is the solution of our equation here. So of course we have to check that. We have to substitute the x there by its value. So we're gonna use this negative 4 over 3. So so we have 3 times negative 4 over 3 plus 2 is equal to 3 over 4, and over, we got 5 times negative 4 over 3 plus 4. Alright, now let's multiply 3 times negative 4, that is negative 12 over 3 plus 2 over, so that is 5 times 4, negative 4, that is negative 20 over 3 plus 4 is equal to 3 over 4. Alright, so dito na lang, wala na tayong space. Alright, so negative 12 over 3, that is negative 4 plus 2 over, okay, so we have that negative 20 over 3 and plus 4. Remember that negative 20 divided by 3 is gonna be like having decimal, right? So, yung gagawin natin dito, gagawin natin fraction yung 4. So, paano ba natin siya gagawin fraction? Kailangan the same yung denominators. So, what are we going to do? You will just simply multiply it by yung 4, magiging 12 yan. So, that is 12 over 3. So, this is negative 20 over 3 plus 12 over 3 is equal to 3/4. Alright? So, now let us combine. So, negative 4 plus 2, that is negative 2 over, so negative 20 plus, negative 20 over 3 plus 12 over 3, that is 8 over 3, right? Negative 8 over 3 is equal to 3/4. Alright? And then we have to cross multiply. Cross multiply that. So that is, let's have here, negative 2 times 4, that is negative 8. Okay, negative 8 equals to 3 times negative 8, that is negative 24 over 3. So this negative 8 is equal to negative 24 divided by 3 is negative 8. So we have that negative 8 is equal to negative 8. So that means our answer here, which is negative 4 over 3 or negative 1 1/3, is the solution of our equation. Alright? So that's all for our lesson about solving linear equation in one variable. I hope you learned something about this lesson. So, by the way, before we end, I'd like to say thank you for watching my video, and please do not forget to like and share my video para marami tayong matutulungan ng mga kabataan na nangangailangan ng kanilang help sa kanilang math lessons. Once again, this is Teacher J saying that math is minds. Math is not a difficult subject if you are willing to learn. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye. See you in my next video.